Okay, so what is the role of government in AI? It's really companies doing the technology, running the businesses, making the investments, and developing the applications. Well, most companies aren't very large. Most companies are SMEs, about more than 99% here in Korea and about 98% in Sweden as well. So big companies are very fast at making use of new technologies like artificial intelligence. But smaller companies are not developing as fast. So from the government point of view, we see that there is a need in helping smaller companies developing and approaching new technology. Here in Korea, you have the program for making 20,000 smart factories by 2022. And in Sweden, we have a comparable project. One was called the Production Lift, which was about helping SMEs learning lean production. It was a runaway success among Swedish companies, and it was followed up by a program about Digital Lift, which was about learning small companies to make use of digital opportunities. So this was quite fantastic. And now it's time for, or it's actually last year, it was time for a new program, a strategy for artificial intelligence. A slide, please. So we want more SMEs to realize their potential. And the strategy is to make Sweden a leader in harnessing the opportunities that the use of AI can offer, with the aim of strengthening Sweden's welfare and competitiveness. We're a small country. Sweden can't maybe be the one to develop the new general artificial intelligence. But one very important thing that we can do and that we are doing is implementing use of artificial intelligence, of the artificial intelligence of today, making it, putting it to work among Swedish companies, big and small. To do this, we are focusing on 4 different areas. Education and training, of course, which is really very important, both about the understanding among the general public about artificial intelligence. And Professor Fredrik Heinz will talk more about this later and other issues. Research is another such area, which is very important, where both industry and Swedish universities are investing a lot. Innovation and use, as I mentioned, and infrastructure, of course. Slide, please. A key part for a small nation is working together, making use of our resources, large and small. AI Sweden is a good example of that. It's a Swedish National Center for Applied Artificial Intelligence. It brings together 70 different actors in Sweden, from industry and academia and the private sector, to work together on developing and putting AI to use. So this is really putting the Swedish AI community together. Slide, please. Of course, to succeed with research, development and innovation in AI, it's extremely important with the international connection. And being part of the European Union, it's also very important to be part of the European community. A lot of research investments in the European area is going this way. So the white paper on AI in EU and the data strategy that the EU designed together is a very important, shall I say, guideline for working on AI in Europe. Slide, please. Coming back to the roles of companies and governments in AI. This is also something that my minister mentioned in his introductory video, AI for good and good AI. AI for good means using AI for societal challenges, such as the demographic challenge or health, or the environment, or safety and security. It's a shared responsibility for companies as well as for the government to put AI to good use. Good AI is about making the AI equitable, responsible, safe and secure. There are many guidelines for ethical use of AI, maybe hundreds, that has been developed in the last few years. And I advise anybody to have a look at least a couple of them to get some guidance on what the pitfalls and the risks are. We're pointing to two here. One is the one from recommendation from the OECD, where we have been part in working on, and the other is the high-level expert group on artificial intelligence. So take a look at those. And the last one is also a good segue to Professor Fredrik Heinz, because he was one of the Swedish experts in that group, and so many other things. Okay, thank you very much.